The school BOP wanted me to. What?
So last year, I did had this whole situation with this girl named Grace, and after she walked up to me and my homeboy
Oh my god, last year? So gang, this is like
Zach
brand
and
new.
told me that she didn't have 10
This is
bodies, I already kind
legitimately
of
brand
fully
new.
made up in my head that I ain't want her like that. So I
Like,
didn't
bro,
care
what?
if she had 10 bodies, 45, or 0.
Wait, she said how much?
Fully made up in my head that I ain't want her like Zach and told me that she didn't have 10 bodies. I already kind of fully made up in my head that I ain't want her like that. So I didn't care if she had 10 bodies, 45, or 0 bodies. Like, it didn't really matter to me. Like, I straight up just didn't want her like that. And instead of telling her that straight up, I pulled the good old I don't want to be mean card and just kept being friendly with her when I had to. So literally like the next week after, I had my eye on this one girl who we were gonna name Kaya, and my homeboy Zach was like friends with her and had this class with her. And I had been like jokingly saying she was fine, but I low-key like meant it for real. And I dead told him to like hype me up to her on some like LeBron D.
Bro, I swear to God, bro, I hate motherfuckers that can anime, bro. I'm so jealous of them, bro. I'm jealous of them. Like, bro, you're telling me when was this made? A month ago? You telling me he's still most likely still in school or going into college, bro?
Way shit, and I was
Or a
hoping he'd give
senior and
me
he
a
can
calm
do this,
layup,
bro?
you feel what I'm saying? And after like many days at lunch of damn she finds and look there she is, one day after lunch while walking in the hallway, I was with Zach and we were
I'm
walking
really
in this
jealous,
one
bro.
hallway where Kai and her friends would walk through a lot. Yes, I had already studied and remembered her walking past, if you know, you know. And I already walked past her a couple of times in this hallway before, so she would say what's up to Zach, and this time I told Zach if we saw her, I'd ask for her number. He was like, for sure, bro. And he ain't believe me for real, and I ain't really believe myself either, but I was like, F it. So we got to the hallway and we were almost out of it. In my head, I was like, yes, because I was either about to commit the fumble of a century or a half-court shot on a 5-star, but like, then she turned the corner with her friends, and I looked at Zach and he looked at me with this eye contact that told me everything I needed to know. Like, if I ain't do this, like if I ain't had to do what I had to do, I was lame as hell. So we walked by them and they said what's up to each other, and I turned, and before she walked away, I went, can I have your number? No. And I took that straight to the chin though and just looked at Zach like, well, and on the inside I was like, bro added a laugh track to my L. And this all happened in the middle of the hallway, by the way. So a little late.
Bro, I remember it. It was way before I started dating my girlfriend. It was like what, 2 years ago? It was like sophomore year. I had a hallway crush. And legitimately, I don't know how it is for Logan or whatever because he's red ass. But like, bro, I feel like everybody had a hallway crush. It's just this one chick or one dude in the hallway that you like looking at, bro. Like, I'm not gonna cap. I think everybody had a hallway crush. And I had a hallway crush on this one light-skinned girl. And it was always during the transition to third period. I remember one time because she always used to notice me and I always used to look at her, but I didn't really think too much deep into it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't really digging in it, you know what I mean? So time moved on, and like after a month of just basically staring dead in the soul, bro, I finally like mustered up the courage to be like, hey, literally, I'm not gonna hold you. As soon as I stopped by her and I said, hey, what's your name? She said, sorry, I got a boyfriend, and kept pushing. I want you to know, from that time, ever since that happened to me in the hallway, I started leaving class hella early, or I left class hella late. So the hallway would basically be empty when I leave class. Like, I felt so embarrassed. I was like, damn, never again. How did I visit my current girlfriend? Breaking Bad. Like, that's literally the
Later,
I'm
Zach told me she said no because she thought it was a joke, and then I got her Insta at some point later with Zach's help. Now you're probably wondering, Jace, what does this have to do with Grace? Stop yapping, little bro. I'm gonna get to that. Hold on, lock in. So one time during lunch, I was in the hallway posted up against some lockers with Zach and my homeboy Nikki, and we were always running trios, not like the 3-man that I had, but we would always be in this little area of the hallway during lunch. And one time, and this was before before Grace walked up to me and Zach and told her a little piece. But we were in the hallway and I was on my phone, mind my business, and Zach taps me on my shoulder and goes, bro, Kaya's over there. And before I went to turn my head to look, he said, and so is Grace. And my head did not move, bro. And I was like, what? And he said they're talking to each other. And the second I heard him say that, my heart literally dropped out of my ass. Cause what, bro? Why in the world would they be talking to each other? And I was like asking Zach for comms at this point because my head was stuck in place. I wasn't looking over there for no reason at all, bro. And you know how I said I was a nonchalant dreadhead last year? Yeah, that was sometimes. And this was one of those times my nonchalant mask was slipping and my very chalant side was about to make me get up and run away from the situation. Like, bro, I thought I was actually cooked. I was sitting here in my head running through all the possible outcomes of like how this could go down, right? Like, number one, I hadn't told Grace outright that I didn't want her because I'm an idiot. And number two, I kind of wanted Kaya, like nothing seriously, obviously. I just thought she was cute. And I was like, Grace could literally be saying anything to her, like anything. And I was letting my imagination take me places because I was like, she's probably telling her all this bad shit about me so she can have me for herself or something. Like, I don't know, bro. So I was dead sitting here sweating, bro. And Zach gave me a final call saying they were walking over here. And the second he said that shit, I locked in and didn't look at them till they were right in front of us. And Kyle walked up and started talking to Zach, and Grace walked up in front of me and asked if I wanted to walk around with her. And I dead froze up. Like, I know I should have probably right then and there broke it down to her and been like, yeah, no, I don't want to walk around with you. I don't really want you like that. Or just could have said no in a nice, calm, pleasing way, right? And I'm also a master at failing to say no to someone when I want to say no. But I wasn't gonna say yes to her in front of Kaya. Like, gang, that would have sold my chance that I didn't have with her anyway. So I just paused for a second and then said no. And she said why? And I was not expecting her to ask why. I thought she'd just walk away. So now I knew I was cooked. Like, what was I supposed to say? No, because I want to walk around with her, not you? Like, nah. So I just shrugged my shoulders and looked at her, and she probably thought I was just moving different just to move different, but that wasn't the case. I truly didn't know what to do here. My dialogue options were looking real sparse. This is like a couple weeks later. I don't even know if it was still in October, but I was walking around my 3-man of doom, right? And like, we would see her in the hallway during lunch because I would walk around with them during lunch just looking around at people and talking to people and whatnot. And every time we'd see her, they'd be like, bro, there's your girl, bro, there's your girl. And I would just have to be sitting there like, bruh, because they damn well know all the lore. But you know, you guys, like, if you're a dude, you know how bros be. You know how the bros be. They be trolling and stuff. And it was made worse because she had like a lot of male friends, I guess, because every time I'd see her, she'd be walking around with dudes. So like, we would see her walking around, they'd be like, oh damn, she already moved on, bro, she already moved on. But nah, just moving on from all of that, I did get on the court and shoot at Kaya.
But wait, hold up. The school BOP wanted me too. I'm so confused by the title. I'm not gonna lie, gang should have put the school BOP wanted me, bro. He should have never put wanted me too. Like, what does she want you to do?
Over so Instagram, and even with the exact assist points, I'm not even gonna lie, my shit airballed bad. That's all I'm gonna say.
Welcome to the end card. I don't know the last time I did it end card, but we here with it. Thank you for 300,000 subscribers,
bruh. Oh my god, no wonder he put a part 2. This is a part 2. Oh my god, gang, I'm stupid. Gang, I'm stupid.
So after giving this girl my number, who we're gonna name Grace, I ended up seeing her a little later while I was with my homeboys, and we would sometimes during lunch basically wander around on the most dangerous 3-man our school had ever seen. I'm talking 3 black dudes, 2 with dreads, and 1 who would change his hairstyle weekly. We were basically unstoppable. And on our usual route, we had spotted this group of girls, and Grace was in this group of girls, and we were trolling my homeboy who wanted one of the girls' numbers in the group. So we all walked over there and started talking to them and shit. And I was talking to Grace, and after my homeboy who will name Mark,
bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. I really fuck with his animation style.
Got this girl's number, our task was completed. Really, so we started walking away from the group of girls, and while I started to walk away, Grace was like, wait, walk with me, walk with me. And I stood there for a second like I was in a quick time event, and I looked at my homeboys and I looked back at her and her little friend group, and I was like, all right, either I walk with this girl I literally met today and a whole group of her friends, or I go back with my homeboys on the 3-man of doom. And I chose them, obviously. Like, what the hell you thought I was gonna do, bro? What's going on? So after this, we went back on our little side quest, and lunch ended, and I was walking back with them in the hallway, and I saw Grace walking by, and she did a little like Duke Dennis come here wave thing, and I was like, sure, why not? So I started walking with her, and we got to the end of the hallway and turned around and started walking back down the hallway, and she was like, you're actually fine as fuck. And I was just like, thank you, I appreciate that. And then she said I looked like Ken Carson.
What?
And I was just like, okay, awkwardly laughing at that, because like apparently I looked like Ken Carson because I got dreads and wear.
I'm not gonna hold you. If somebody said I look like Ken Carson, I'm upping the switch. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
all black. But
I'm
anyway,
not gonna
she was
lie,
just
bro.
flirting with me and
Ken
everything, and I
Carson
wanted to be
is
nice and not just
ugly,
like
bro.
sit there and take all her compliments. So I flirted back while she was saying something about her
He is
smile.
mad
And I don't even know how we
ugly,
got
bro.
on this topic, but she was like, I don't like my smile, and I was like, let me see. And she looked at me and smiled, and I was like, oh, you got a pretty smile. And she like lit
Right,
up and
bro,
started
that
yapping
shit
some
is
more. And then
terrible.
like mid yap session, she looked at me and she was like, do you want to go to a concert with me? And was like telling me all the details of the concert and everything, like the date and all this stuff. By the way, I met her that same day, so I was like, and she went, it's a yes or no question, and I was in my head like, bro, I met you today. This is the first real convo that we've had. So I literally told her like straight up, I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about it, because like we literally met today and everything, you know. And she was like, okay. And little did I know, behind me, one of my friends was walking casually just behind us, and as he walked by, I was jokingly saying to him like, save me, save me. And he kept walking, like grinning at me, like telepathically telling me, I see you, my boy. And little did I know, he took a picture of me and like this girl walking together, which he was gonna try to use to hoe me anyway. And after walking to the end of the hallway, I said bye, and she went back down the hallway, and I got to class and walked up to my boy Zach, and I basically gave him like a mini rundown of everything that had just happened. And then a little later during class, I got a text from a number I ain't know, and it was Grace saying hi, and that she was texting me from her friend's phone. I did not respond to that. Now the next day, one of my homeboys had told me that because of my interaction with Grace and the whole getting her number shit, I ended up in a group chat in their little friend group. And from what he said, they were talking about me and like freaking out, saying that a fine dreadhead gave her number or something like that. And I was just like, damn.
Yo,
now
what
looking
the-
back, I wish I looked more back into this and kind of found out what was all said in there. But I was dead a nonchalant dreadhead last year, and I did not care, bro. Like I dead was like, after he told me that, I was like, damn, that is crazy. And we moved on to the next topic. Now to most people, the whole want to go to a concert with me question after just meeting her, or maybe the getting yapped about in a group chat after just meeting her, would be some red flags. But I was just too nonchalant to give any of these odd signs any notice
Nonchalant for
whatsoever.
real,
So
bro.
then
I'm
the
not
next
gonna
day, a
hold you.
very experienced uncle, yeah, he's had great wisdoms. He was like, you talking to Grace? And I was
Rack haircut for where, bro? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This shit is beautiful. What is you talking about, bro? Oh my god, bro. Get your dust head on somewhere.
like nothing
Dust
serious,
head,
but
little boy.
yeah. And then he
Oh my
gave me that
Lord.
you might want to sit down look, and I already knew where this was going because the same shit happened 2 months ago, bro. And he basically told me
You're
she was a
not
top
just
tier hoe.
cooked,
Like
you're
there was
deep
rumors
fried. Oh my god, gang. Send a pic of your hair right now, bro. Send a pic of your hair right now. I'm tired of these. Tired of this,
of her running through a whole friend group, and these were people I knew too. So the second he told me all that, I was like, oh hell no. Like the fact that I was even seen talking to her might have already hoed me, you feel me? So I was like, I gotta move around. And now I thought it would be easy to do this. Like we had one convo and like hadn't.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't want to put Mel's business out there, bro. But I remember it was literally our senior year, bro. And this exact situation happened to Mel, bro. He was messing with a and it was bad, bro. It was bad. It was bad. Oh my god.
Texted at all, but
It
I was
bad,
very
bad,
wrong
bro.
because
I'm
I
not
was
even
now
gonna
on
cap.
like
It was
friendly terms with her. So
bad.
throughout this whole week, when I would be in the hallway or like see her, she would say hi or wave at me, and I would say hi or wave her back. And I had this one spot where me and my friends would go to after 6th period. Like we would all meet up in the hallway there that was like in the middle of the hallway, and everyone could see us. And this one time she walked up to me and was trying to talk to me, and I was like, yeah, well, looking at my friend Zach, like help me, because he already knew all the lore, the info. I've been running him down with all the information as the whole situation played out. So like he already knew that like Grace was like a high ranked BOP to our knowledge.
Oh my
So we just
God,
like
bro.
awkwardly stared at her while she was trying to talk to me and shit. Now after a whole nother situation that probably deserves its own video, I kind of made it clear to her that I didn't like want her like that, right? Which took me a while because I was just being nice and I was dancing around the whole I don't want you thing. And she came to the conclusion that it was because of what people were telling me about her, which was exactly right. But I ain't tell her that. So one day while I'm in the same hallway spot to 6th period, I was standing there talking to Zach about whatever when Grace walks up, and me and Zach turned to look at her, and she was like, I don't care what people have told you, I don't have 10 bodies. Nobody told me that. I'm actually a virgin, so yeah. So after that strange interaction, every time I was in the spot with Zach, he would basically be like my bodyguard, and he would be it in the most goofy way, bro. Like, he would body block me from her. So like, if he saw her, he would just basically stand in front of me to hide me from her. And while I was without my bodyguard, I would try my absolute best to avoid her. And I also had to beat the I was talking to a BOP allegations for like the rest of that whole month. And eventually she kind of like lost interest, I think. But if you guys want a part 2, let's get 10K likes. And
Nah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That shit is just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand the whole concept of like, how the hell can you be like a you know, like a thought, a hoe. I'm talking about the guarding tool. I don't know how you can be like that in like high school, bro. I think that's like the most lame thing ever, bro. Being a BOP in high school is crazy work. Like, that's diabolical. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. But no, I didn't even know he made 2 videos. I thought it was just a yap sesh, bro. But nah, bro, that is terrible, bro. Straight terrible. Honest to God, I don't know how anybody can deal with that stuff. Like, bro, ugh. I remember one time I dated a BOP once. Worst relationship of my life. She was mad weird. Literally a month after we broke up, she got like a new man. Like, bro, this, like, it was terrible. Like, she's legitimately a BOP. Like a BOP. Like, BOP next to the next one. BOP next on the next one. Like, it was crazy. It was terrible. Never again. Never again. Never again, bro. I'm happy with the one I got now. I'm happy with the one I got.